I'll give the floor to Luke now, a presentation of a report on the Eurozone crisis.
Diarmuid will give you details on the report from the top table. Anyway, Diarmuid O'Flynn worked with me on the Budget Control Committee and many other committees in the last mandate. At the end of that mandate, myself and Diarmuid had a discussion about the possibility of putting together a report on the Eurozone crisis, and we have done that. The report is called The Eurozone Crisis. Was the Euro itself a primary cause? And I've taken a chapter out of this report, or taken a paragraph out of this report that I think describes it best. The Eurozone crisis resulted in the bankruptcy or near bankruptcy of many EU member states. Hundreds of billions of private bank debt was converted to sovereign debt. Tens of millions were impoverished. Tens of thousands of lives lost as people were driven to despair, with critical services cut as austerity became the order of the day. Many studies have been done as to the cause of the crisis and the measures taken to address it. Many articles written, reports submitted to various EU institutions, several books published positing various theories. A pertinent question, though, was the euro itself a primary cause? Quoting extensively from many of those studies, articles, reports, books from diverse expert sources, attempting ultimately pull them all together, this report addresses that question, and having read it thoroughly, I have to say it does. The study was put together, as I've said, by Diarmuid O'Flynn from Ballyhay Says No. Ballyhay Says No are a group of people who basically, after the banking crisis, decided that they were going to take a stand against it, and in their local village in Ballyhay in County Cork, every Sunday morning for 5 years, and for the last 4 years, once a month, on the first Sunday of the month, they marched through the village in order to highlight the injustice that went on. And while they didn't get massive coverage from the Irish media, they got coverage from media all over the world, from the BBC World Service to Deutsche Welle, Russia Today, France 24. I could go on and on and on, but I think a quicker way to put it would be our national broadcaster in Ireland, who you would imagine would be more interested than anyone else. Well, they were more interested in David Beckham's sore toe than they were this, unfortunately. The worst part about this crash, though, was, and Diarmuid will explain this, was that the vehicle which caused it, the euro, was sold to the people even though the creators of it knew it was faulty. It's the equivalent of, let's say, Volkswagen, and they've got in trouble over the years, but I don't think they've ever done anything like this. If they sold me my Volkswagen Golf that I have now, and they knew that the brakes didn't work on it, and I crashed into the wall and killed myself, well, that's what the euro has done to an awful lot of people. And instead of compensating and helping the people who've been hurt by it, they've actually made it worse for them. They've made it harder, and they haven't improved things at all. This report that Diarmuid has put together, I think, comprehensively deals with the issue of the euro and the negative impacts that it has had on many people's lives in the European Union, and worse still, that this was all very predictable. So over to you now, Diarmuid.